for folks like me that didn't grow up, with a lot of Muslim friends or family, we might have a lot of questions. And as you and I were talking the other day, you mentioned sometimes it's hard to find good, reliable information about the Muslim faith or Ramadan in general. So if people are curious and want to learn more outside of just, asking the one friend they have, like, what are ways that they can kind of become more engaged and help educate themselves and learn about this tradition, this community, and this religious practice?
Yeah, there's a lot of religious scholars across the world, but also in the United States, who have videos and blog posts about our faith and practices. So I'm happy to share those resources and links with you to share them out.
Absolutely. Yeah, and is it okay to visit a local mosque, or what do people need to be aware of when looking for a mosque to attend or to connect with?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think there are local mosques in Indianapolis and across the state and the country. I think something to be mindful of is look at the website and see if there's contact information to just reach out to someone and say, hey, I'd like to visit a mosque. What should I know of? Just so you're prepared before your visit, and you know what days or times to go. Mm-hmm. So for Christians go to church on Sundays. Mm-hmm. For Muslims, the weekly prayer is Friday afternoon. Mm-hmm. And so that would be a good time to go to observe, although it is during the workday. And then Muslims have 5 days. We pray 5 times a day, each day, every day. Mm-hmm. And so those happen during certain times of the day. So it's just something to be mindful of if you did want to go see a religious prayer happening. Mm-hmm. Or if you just wanted a tour of a mosque. Yeah. And just ask someone. People are very welcoming. Everyone is welcome to visit their local mosque, but just to be more prepared for that visit. Yeah,
absolutely. This is a lot of good information. Is there anything I didn't ask you or that you remember and you want to share before we sign off?
Yeah, so I talked about the holy month of Ramadan, and I'd like to talk about the 2 celebrations and holidays that Muslims celebrate during the year. So right after Ramadan ends, there is what we call Eid al-Fitr. Mm-hmm. And so that is to celebrate the end of Ramadan. It is typically it's celebrated 3 days. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times people will take, especially in America, we'll ask for 1 day off. Mm-hmm. But we spend time we start the morning off with prayer. Mm-hmm. And then we spend time with our family. We go out to brunch, we give gifts. Mm-hmm. And it's just a big celebration. So that's one holiday. And then the second annual holiday that happens is Eid al-Adha, which is the holiday of sacrifice. Mm-hmm. And that is typically observed a few months after Eid al-Fitr, so they're back to back. And as I mentioned, the religious holidays are all based on the moon sighting, and they're mm-hmm. not the same time each year. Mm-hmm. Same date and time each year. And so during that also, it is 3 days of celebration, and then the day before, it's also another day of fasting. And it's Eid al-Adha, it's called sacrifice because Prophet Abraham wanted to sacrifice his son in honor of God, and mm-hmm. God sent him sent him a lamb to sacrifice instead. So it's a time where Muslims around the world sacrifice either a sheep or a lamb, mm-hmm. and then they give portions of that. 1/4 of it is given to a neighbor or a friend, and 1/4 of it is stays with your family. Another 1/4 is given to a family member, and then another 1/4 is given to a family in need. And so again, going off of that concept of not only just sacrifice and self-reflection and cleansing the soul, but also thinking of others who are less fortunate. So charitable giving is something that is focused on a lot in Islam. And so that's also another holiday that will be coming up in a few months.
Yeah. That's what a beautiful tradition. I love how that element of sacrifice and thinking of the other is built in. That's a really rich element there. Yeah. So, yeah, thanks for sharing that.
Of course, thank you.
And again, just thanks for coming on today and talking with us more about Ramadan and help educating everyone, myself included, about things that we didn't know. So we definitely appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me. And again, for all those tuning in, feel free to reach out to me if you have questions. I'm happy to chat. For those that know me, they know I like to talk a lot, so I'm always happy to.
I got you here.
Yes, exactly. So, there are other resources that people can reach out to, but I'm always happy to be a resource to folks, so don't hesitate to reach out.
Absolutely. And again, we appreciate the wisdom that you're sharing today. And thanks everyone else for watching. And if you have any future topics you want us to cover, please let me know. Until next time, I'm Ben Tapper. Let's talk.